That was where that came from.
Our ideology is that we worked hard going through the right legal means to get where we are. I came from a foreign country. I got my papers. I started out working, and I worked my way up. I did not come over here illegally. I did not work and not pay taxes. I did not have motor vehicle accidents without licenses, without insurances. I did not expect the government to pay for my education or give me welfare or what have you. Okay, I came here, I worked hard, I earned what I got. All I'm asking is, they come here legally and they work hard too, I'm all for them. If they come here legally and do it the proper way.
Can I ask you a few questions?
Sure.
Which country are you from?
France.
France, okay. Well, have you ever looked into the legal system that it takes for usually a Latin American to get into this country?
I agree that it needs to be more streamlined. I agree the immigration system needs to be more streamlined, but I still think people should do it legally. That's all I say.
Have you ever looked into how multi-corporations in America and the economic forces have driven these people to where they can't even make the living that they were making until American corporations and multinational corporations came in and destroyed their livelihood? So why would they not be coming here? They're like
I'll admit the corporations have gone to other foreign countries. They moved in there to get the low wages. I'll agree. And that's an argument we've been having too. Because with them now coming here, they're causing our income to drop. Okay? Now, what they should do, instead of all what we're coming up here and taking over and stuff like that, or demanding that we give them free education and help with finances and stuff like that, they should change their government over there.
I would want you to look into not only the economic forces that drive these people here, but also the economic forces that is the job loss here in America. The factory workers, the service jobs.
I agree with you. We lost a lot of work over here because of the going over there. I agree with that part.
Because of the multinational corporations.
We have always said it's corporations that is causing this problem, and I agree with you on that aspect. But this is not the answer to the problem, because what's happening here, if you haven't noticed, is they're lowering the wages here, and now even the corporations are lowering wages and expecting us to work harder for less money and do more work. And so what's going to happen is it's going to become just like over there. They need to fix it over there. That's the solution, is fixing it over there.
But the problem is they can't fix it over there because American and multinational corporations have taken over their wealth.
They need to do what we're doing now and stand up for their rights, because that's what we're doing, is trying to stop it from happening here.
If you know that their democracy is not the democracy that we have here, their democracy is
I know, it's more of a monarchy in a way. Okay, now I got to ask you this question. Okay, you're talking about the illegal alien, or excuse me, I'm going to say migrant workers, okay? Talking about the migrant workers coming over here and all that. How come, and I'm not saying all people here are Mexican, okay? But how come Mexico, who expects us to open our borders and treat their people nice, how come they're not doing the same for the people coming from South America into Mexico? Because there are evidences and facts that the Mexican government is turning people away, they're imprisoning them, and everything else. The United States of America is being far more tolerant to people than Mexico is. However, Mexico expects us to be nice. Then why doesn't Mexico start being nice? Yes, it is. We got video of it on YouTube and everything else.
I'm sure that's true about Mexican government, but Mexican government and our U.S. government work together to bring this problem. Okay, it's not just Mexico's government that's ruining this. It's not American government. They're working together to create these economic forces where we have refugees coming here.
I agree with that. And we're trying to stop the flow.
Yeah, well, these are the scapegoating. This isn't the answer.
Well, we got to start somewhere.
We got to start somewhere.
We got to secure our borders. We got to get people here legally, not illegally. There's a lot of people here. Okay, now I'm not saying necessarily these gentlemen here. Okay, and I'm being nice, but there's a lot of people, and I got to say California, because that's what comes to mind, who are MS-13, Mexican mafia and all, and they'll tell you to your face, they don't care about being an American. They don't want to be an American. They are taking this country back. That, my dear, is an invasion. invasion.
Okay, and what about those drug lords that are from the United States of America who go into Mexico and we American government?
You mean the one with the Hispanic name?
Ask her about all the MS-13 and hang out with them over there. Ask her about that.
Well, I know they got gang
Hey,
people
I
over
live in
there.
Houston. I live in Little Mexico, buddy.
Okay.
Yeah, they hang out with
So
you.
what we're trying to do, okay, you can't say that, okay, all we're really trying to do is get people to do things legally, the correct legal way. We're trying to keep crime down by, if we do have tighter rules, of border rules and stuff, we can watch who comes in, and if they have bad records, they don't get in. But as long as that border is that porous, we can't stop the bad people from coming in. I don't care if somebody comes in and wants to assimilate with the society, wants to work hard, become an American citizen, and work. Or even get what they call the green card or whatever to come here and legally work. Because they're doing it by legal means. I have no problems with that. I have the problem with the illegals coming over.
Yeah, well, I mean, when the system that will not work with them to get those green cards, to get those visas, to come here and to work, and to better themselves when they think it.
So, in other words, if the government's not working, it's okay to just break all the laws.
Well, if the government's not working, you know, people are people, humans are humans. We have like necessities. Okay, have you ever heard like Maslow's pyramid of needs? What do you think about that?
Yeah.
Like these people need work. They need.
Okay.
In our economic society, we need.
But they also have to understand if they're going to come
Why
over.
don't you go over there and see how easy home is to them?
I've been there. I don't want to go there. They're a very
Okay, they
corrupt
need to fix it
country.
over there.
They're the 5th largest country in the world, and they're very corrupt.
It's an extremely corrupt
We
society over
don't
there.
need the corruption over here.
Yeah, we don't. Haven't you seen what's going on at the border now? The corruption is coming over now.
The corruption is not coming over. The corruption is beginning where there are two forces
MS-13
Yeah.
is not a
against
corrupt
each other, and it's just
They're angels.
There are
Drug
crimes
cartels are
against what
angels.
people are calling illegal immigrants against them, where they have no rights in our country, and they're
That's not a crime. They don't have a legal right to be here.
well. So what? I mean, they're
So what? Okay, we can pick and choose the laws we enforce. No.
Okay, so we can pick and choose what human beings get to live and what human beings do. I mean, the law.
We can pick and choose. Do you just let anybody walk into your house and sleep on the floor? No, really, do you? That's what's going on here.
That's not what's going on.
Yes, it is. This is our country, and they're just walking in uninvited.
Our country.
It is.
We are human beings. There should not be a line saying you can't come here.
As far as society's been in existence, there's been lines. There has been passports dating way back to the Egyptian days. Yeah, there's a reason for that.
Oh, really? What's the reason?
Well, number one, it controls diseases coming across.
Control diseases.
Yeah.
Elaborate on that.
Elaborate on that? Okay, we have had an increase in leprosy coming across. We've had an increase of TB and
Coming from Mexico.
coming from Mexico. Exactly.
I'd like to see the statistics on that.
I'll give you a
Saying
card.
that diseases come from over the border is absolutely.
No, diseases that have not been here in years have been coming over the border now.
I've been coming over the border. Is that right?
There's a lot. There's some statistics on that thing. Just
I'm
feel free to
going to
look
check
at
it
it.
out. Because from what I understand, I don't think that's what's going on.
I do. That's part of it.
It's scapegoating.
No, I'm not scapegoating. Have you been to the hospitals lately? Have you seen how many hospitals have had to close in California because of the influx of free medical?
Actually, it's really, I had checked into that statistic, and that's a myth. That's a whole bunch of bullshit.
That's what?
It's a whole bunch of bullshit.
No, it's not. They're closing. MD Anderson here in Houston has just recently announced that they're going to have to start being more careful.
It has nothing to do with illegal immigration.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't.
Because they're not getting paid. Illegal immigrants are using the ERs as if they're their PCPs.
Okay, no. You can't even go into the ER and not have insurance. And
You can.
turn you away.
They won't turn you away. They're not allowed to. It's against the law. And y'all know it. And they know it. Bye-bye. It's been a pleasure.